So let's turn to the business now. The Auto Alliance that Carlos Ghosn put together helped Nissan, Renault and Mitsubishi keep development and engineering costs down. In 2017, Carlos Ghosn told me that this kind of consolidation was becoming more and more necessary. Take a look at my interview.
This kind of opportunities move towards more consolidation of the industry. Is going to continue one way or the other, whether it's a merger, an acquisition, is an alliance, a long-term cooperation. Anyway, the name of the game is sharing investments and benefiting from scale.
And so much has happened since then. Mr. Ghosn's arrest, the cooperation between Nissan, Renault and Mitsubishi has suffered. At Nissan, profits fell more than 90% through the first 3 quarters of 2019. We've got Lauren Fix, the car coach and automotive industry analyst. She joins me now. Lauren, great to have you with me. And just listening to what Carlos Ghosn had told me back at the Geneva Motor Show in 2017, he had this vision to create an alliance, to consolidate, so to speak, to share resources within the auto industry. And you see this man right at the top back then, and a few years later, he's fled prosecution and a trial in Japan. How do you see this, just looking at it for, in terms of the last 2 years?
Well, this is obviously a coup. The merger of Nissan and Renault was not taken lightly by Japan. That is not part of their culture. They definitely didn't want this to go together. And even though Carlos Ghosn, who did save Nissan from going out of business, they said, this is not something they want. So they created this coup as far as most of us are concerned. There's been no proof shown to anyone, and he's been in prison for quite a long time. You have to talk about someone that saved their car company. They're turning on this man. And health-wise, he's paid the price in many ways. They won't let him talk to his wife, Carol. Even at Christmas time, he asked to speak with her, and they said no. And he hasn't been allowed to see her either. So this has been a tough situation, and I think he really didn't have many options. The interesting thing was, just the other day, they changed his court date from April 2020 to April 2021. That meant a whole nother year and change before he would even get a chance to have a trial. Remember, in Japan, the conviction rate is 99.9%.
So I was just looking at the first quarter results, and when you're seeing profits coming under so much pressure and seeing just how much trouble the company is, I guess, right now, many have said Ghosn was the man that kind of kept the company together. But surely everyone can be replaced. I mean, where do you see Nissan going when you also see the alliance coming under pressure?
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure between the alliance, and I'm sure there's a lot of friction as well, because each of those companies have taken a hit financially and also lost in sales. And with China's sales being down, especially for gasoline-powered vehicles, this is a problem. And they're going to have to do a complete restructuring in order to save all 3 companies. And the alliance is going to have to get stronger, not weaker, in order to share platforms, share technology, share components. Because at today's day, if you're not sharing those components, like a lot of other companies are doing, it could actually put a huge dent in the company. And if you're looking at Nissan on a global basis, they've been said no unexpected travel. In the U.S., no travel at all. I mean, that's huge when this is going into the first of the year. We've got 2020 models out on the floor. They need the promotion, and they're doing huge cutbacks, and they're going to have to come up with some new products and some big changes.
All right, and Lauren, just very quickly, where do you see Nissan stock going? I mean, look, every company has a cycle and changes, and clearly it's a very competitive market right now. But do you think that there is a crisis in terms of the people that are running the company?
Well, I don't think the house is on fire. I think it's smoldering, at least. And I think that stock prices are going to stay low for Nissan until they find a savior to turn the company around. They need someone like a Carlos Ghosn, maybe Alan Mulally or someone like that who could help turn the company around.
Lauren, great to have you with me. Thank you so much, and Happy New Year to you. All the best.